Welcome to the 35th biannual celebration of the City of Houston Community Reentry Network program. My name is Michael Long. I serve as a senior counselor here for the program. To our dedicated staff, our community partners, and our stakeholders, thank you for being in this room today. 35 cycles of the program is more than a milestone. It's proof of concept. It represents thousands of turning points, thousands of restored families, and a stronger Houston. I'm proud to stand here today as a leader in the program, but my commitment to this mission runs much deeper than my title. Crucially, I'm also a former participant of the program. My path to this podium has been a complete 360-degree circle. I actually started my career on the enforcement side of the system as a parole officer for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. But in 2016, life took a sharp turn. I faced a conviction that resulted in a 6-month sentence in Harris County Jail and 6 years probation. Suddenly, the system wasn't my job anymore. It was my reality. I found myself sitting in the exact same seat as our clients sit in today. I faced the exact same walls crashing down, immediate unemployment, the crushing burden of court fines and fees, and a suspended driver's license that took away my transportation and ultimately cost my independent housing. I survived those barriers because I had an unwavering support of my parents. But as everyone in this room knows, the stark, painful reality for the majority of our clients is that they walk out of those gates with absolutely no one waiting on them. In November 2016, I enrolled in this program. It was the exact turning point that fundamentally changed the trajectory of my life. This program offered me a second chance to leverage my unique perspective as both as a former parole officer and a former participant. I used that opportunity to rebuild. In November 2017, I stepped into the role of community liaison, and by June 2018, I was hired permanently as a senior counselor. Because of the work done by a team just like the one in this room, my focus shifted from my own past challenges to dedicated advocacy for the lives of others. So, as we launch this 35th milestone event, let's anchor ourselves in the core truth of why we do this work. A person's past is just data. It's information. It's not their destination. If a former parole officer who sat in jail cell and walked 6 years of probation can stand here today helping lead this program, there is absolutely no limit to what our clients can achieve when we provide them with the right ecosystem and support. Thank you for the grit, your dedication, and your commitment, trust in this network, and let's make this 35th biannual our most powerful one yet. Now, can everybody please stand? You ready to charge the music? As we welcome our spring 2026 graduates. Okay, everyone can have a seat. Now I'm going to introduce Peter Hill, our CRNP outreach specialist, for the invocation.
Let's bow our heads. Father in heaven, we thank you so much for this day. Thank you for the lives of everyone here present today. Thank you for the lives that invest in the work that is taking place today, oh God. I thank you for our lives. I thank you for our health. I thank you for our strength. I pray, Father, that today, as seeds of success was sown in the lives of the graduates here today, Lord, we trust that you are able to bring forth fruit that will remain, fruit that will go out and impact the community. I pray, Father, that you will continue to help us to be productive, Lord, in who you have called us to be. So bless this time here. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for that message. Everybody doing all right? How are you doing, graduates? All righty, good deal, good deal, good deal. All righty, I would like to welcome Ms. Deborah Moore, Chief of Staff, for our welcome.
Thank you, Michael. And Michael's story is a success story. He was actually one of our very first, after we inherited the reentry program, one of our very first participants and highly successful. So congratulations to you, Michael. Yes. So today I'm here to welcome each one of you to the Houston Health Department's reentry program's 35th biennial spring graduation. 35. That in itself deserves a hand. The theme of this graduation, Sowing Seeds of Success, reflects the courage each graduate has shown. Each of you has planted hope where there was uncertainty. You planted discipline where there were obstacles. You planted resilience and stick-to-itness where others may have expected surrender. And today we celebrate the harvest of your work. Spring is a season of renewal, and your journey reflects that very spirit. Every class that you attended, every challenge that you faced, every step that you took towards rebuilding your life has been a seed planted with intention. And today is the first sign of that harvest. We know that you did not walk this path alone. Our CRNP staff, the positive mentors in your life, our City of Houston administration, the mayor and all of the supporters, our community partners, and most importantly, your families stood beside you, watering those seeds with guidance, compassion, and an unwavering belief that you could do this. But the most important work, the hard work, you did that. The soul turning, the rebuilding, the resilience, each one of you did that work. So as you move forward, remember this. Some days are going to be good days. Some days are going to be pretty challenging. Success does not grow overnight. It grows through consistency, patience, and the willingness to keep tending to your future. You've already proven that you can do that. Graduates, you're stepping into a future that you have prepared with intention. The seeds that you've sown, commitment, accountability, perseverance, will continue to take root in each one of your lives. It will take root in your family's life, in your workplaces, and your neighborhoods. Houston is much stronger because of the commitment that you have made. So may today remind you that success is not defined by where you've been or what you've done, but what you choose from this day forward. Congratulations, graduates. Your garden is just beginning to grow. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. Now, I would like to introduce you to Dr. Teresa Tran, the Director of the Health Department.
Thank you. Thank you, Counselor Long. Graduates, congratulations. There are 74 graduates in this graduation cohort. I know that not everybody's here today because some people are at work or in training, and so we congratulate them for showing up where they need to be. We celebrate for them. I am Teresa Tran, the Director of the Houston Health Department, the local health authority. I thank Mayor Whitmire, Councilmember Twyla Carter, Councilmember Tarsha Jackson for your continued support of this program through the Houston Health Department. We've existed since 2008 when the mayor was the dean of, were you the dean of the Texas Senate by then? Okay. And a staunch supporter of reentry programs. And I'm here to tell you how I look at our reentry graduates, because we have several reentry graduates that are working at the health department. And I've told them that you are held to the same standard as every other city employee and every other employee of the health department. You don't get any special treatment. But you have a special place in my heart because I have utmost admiration for those who are maintaining the standards of what everyone else in society expects on the background of the challenges that you've overcome. And so the pride that I have in those that are employed at the health department, following our standards and rules and maintaining employment, is so much greater than for any other employee that I have that has not gone through those challenges. That is the pride that I hope that each of you has in your own hearts. I, as a physician, have sat at the deathbed of many people, some who have been inmates, some who have lived whatever perfect life that they may have had. And at the end of the day, when we're on our deathbeds, it's all the same. What have we done with ourselves, and what pride do we take with us after we die? That story is written over the rest of your life, not what happened in the past. People remember the past as the next step, and there's always a next step. And Mrs. Moore talked about, there are going to be hard days and easy days. I like to say that every day is a good day. Some days are better than others. And I hope that you keep that and remember that. And remember that the Houston Health Department is a place that you can call home. As we sow the seeds of success along with you, as we've stood alongside you throughout your time in our program, please remember that we are your family. Days are going to be hard, and you can call home because we love you. And congratulations. So I am now going to introduce our next speaker, who is somebody that I admire, who has not gone through this pathway, but I have the utmost admiration for. Someone who cares more about everyday citizens, including yourselves and myself, more than anybody I've ever met in my life. And I am so honored to work for him. I'm so honored to be introducing Mayor John Whitmire up here. You all know that he was the Dean of the Texas Senate. and the chair of criminal justice, and he's kicking me off. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Tran. Let's give a shout out to Dr. Tran. Dr. Tran is an emergency room physician. She's taught medical school. And when I needed a health director, I had worked with her in Austin when I was the chair of the Criminal Justice Committee. I knew that she would be dynamite in the city of Houston if she had the opportunity to run an important department. And I have to sometimes let her know she's not running a popularity contest because she looks out for her employees so strongly. And I'm so honored to be here. It's a busy day. Each of my days are busy, but this week has been particularly busy with our weather. We got the FIFA events going on. Tomorrow we recognize Emancipation Day. So I could be at 100 places right now. But this is where I want to be. This is where I need to be. And I'm going to be a better mayor when I leave here than the one that got here. And I don't do shout-outs for public officials on a regular basis because they're not all deserving of a shout-out. And I've known hundreds, if thousands. You know, I was in the legislature 50 years, 10 in the House, the last 40 in the Senate, chairing criminal justice for the last 30 years, working for reentry, working for diversion programs. And I'll get back and talk to the graduates in a minute. But the shout-outs go to Twyla Carter, a council member, who came to the reentry work day and hired someone who's an outstanding employee in her office today. She's fixing to hire another one. Folks, those are the kind of people we need to keep in office. They don't just talk the talk, they walk it. And then my close colleague, Tarsha Jackson. Tarsha Jackson and I met years ago when she was working to improve reentry, treatment, alternatives to incarceration. We've worked together for years. Thank you for what y'all contribute to our society as public officials. Now let me start where I should start, with the family. Family members, congratulations to you. And I'm talking about aunties, I'm talking about grandmas, I'm talking about partners, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends. Thank you. This is a day for you as well. And we have an opportunity to work together to give these individuals some of their, I started to say second chance. I know some of us is third and fourth chance. And that's okay too. Graduates, I wish we had time to hear your story. I would know most of the units that you served in. One day in a Texas prison unit is a bad day, but you survived that. And I know that Texas let you down along your path. Most of you came out of the foster parent system, the juvenile justice system. The average age in Huntsville of an inmate is 6.5 years of education. You have mental health challenges that no one treated. You had educational dyslexia no one helped you with. But that's the past. I know for a fact that many of you are completing a program for the first time in your life. And that's the reason I'm here. And you have a responsibility not only to yourself and society, your family, but others that are still needing assistance. See, when I was chairman of criminal justice, I would come up with a drug or alcohol program, a diversion program. I preach you lock up people you're afraid of, not those that you're mad at. Someone has an alcohol drug problem, I'm unhappy with them, but they don't scare me. So we have a responsibility to help the brothers and sisters that are still confined, those that are in the juvenile justice system, those that are ahead in foster parents, and yes, some living on the streets. So I'm fired up because I know what I see. I see human beings that need a second, third, fourth chance. I don't care how many chances you need. You've got to succeed. And I know a job is one of your first priorities. And we will do everything we can. We'll have additional work. What the hell we call it? Huh? Job fair. Real difficult term. Job fair. Let me just thank each and every one of you. Thank everyone, the employees that make this happen. I was so impressed by the gentleman that got us started, the counselor. You know, let's tell our story to other folks so they can get motivated and understand we've been in their shoes. I've never served one day, but I've been there enough to know there's not a good day. I was in Washington at a conference, and I'll close with this. I'm with people from around the country, so I sat down at a lunch table, and this gentleman got to talking about his experience. And he said, you know, we've got some good prisons. He looked at me, what's y'all's Texas experience? I said, well, we damn sure don't have good prisons. There is not such a thing as a good prison. We parole 70,000 people a year in Texas. So this gentleman I was talking to, he said, well, you know, we've got a reentry program. We pick them up at the gate, get them a housing, a job, and it sounds such a complete reentry. I said, how many inmates y'all release a year? He said, we just released 3,000. I said, where are you from? He said, South Dakota. So people don't understand the magnitude of Texas' challenge. I missed my service in the Senate and chairing criminal justice. But now I'm getting fulfilled through this program. And Dr. Tran is a medical doctor. But the first day she said, I need more money for my reentry program. And we're working to get grants and federal funding. So anyway, I've taken longer than I was supposed to, but I just feel it today. And I want y'all to feel it. And I want you to get out here. First of all, the heat index is 115 degrees. So everyone that can hear my voice, be careful. Get out of those robes and get and be cool before you go. All right, thank y'all. Have a good day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I would like to introduce Ms. LaShonda Marley Home, Assistant Director of Human Services.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon and congratulations to all of you graduates for completing the program. At this time, though, I want to take a moment to acknowledge our Community Reentry Network program leadership led by Ms. Latasha Seletsman. And to all the rest of the team, thank you all for sowing the seeds that will lead to success for these men and women. And without your commitment and work to the community, this program would not be a success. Your continued dedication to serving Houstonians is seen in every class taught, every hiring event hosted, and conversation had. Each of you represents the city of Houston and the Houston Health Department professionally and always puts your best foot forward. So thank you to all that you all do. Also, I want to acknowledge Mayor Whitmire, Dr. Tran, Mrs. Moore, and our council members. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the program. When I was handed this group of services to be over, I looked at Mrs. Moore and said, this isn't public health. This ain't what I do. I do diseases. And I quickly learned that this is public health, and the work that this team does helps people live fulfilled and healthy lives. So thank y'all all, and thank you for your support. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. All righty now. Oh. Did y'all have any words, anything you want to say, any council?
Absolutely, I'll just address the graduates. You know, we've all been given second chances, and as the mayor sometimes says, sometimes third and fourth chances, but I believe that there's no one individual that can't be lifted up. And I know that each of you here today plan to exit these doors and lift up others. Because through this process, you wouldn't be here today if you hadn't learned something. And that's, my message to anyone is when you can help someone else, be sure to do that. I congratulate you all for your steadfast, your willingness to just keep moving and keep going, and look forward to working with you all out in the community. God bless you all, and thank you.
Thank you, and good afternoon. Congratulations, graduates. I'm Councilmember Tarsha Jackson, and I represent District B, this beautiful district, and this multi-service center is in my district. And so just want to say congratulations, and as I look at you guys, you give me hope. Right now, I have a son that's been in prison for 16 years. And since he's been in there, they've added 17 years to his sentence. And so, because he have mental issues. And so just seeing you here in your cap and gown, it is encouraging. It actually gives me hope. Of course, opportunities is how we get back into the system, and so it back into the community. So it's just encouraging, and so I would continue to do everything I can within my power to make sure that we have the program, to make sure that these programs continue, to make sure that we have the resources, because that's what we need. You guys are our community, you're our village, and you need all the support that you have. So thank you for sticking with the program. That's the most important thing, sticking with it, following through, and just know you have a village out here that's ready to support you. Thank you.
All righty. So now we have some videos of two of our graduates that we're going to show. So if y'all want to step off the stage so y'all can see the videos, they're going to show the video right here.
My name is Alberto Rodriguez, and today I want to tell y'all what this program has meant to me. Community Reentry Network program has opened doors for me, has been a blessing, first of all, and it has been an opportunity, a second chance opportunity to be able to come back to society. After 30 years of living in TCJ, it has been an experience, it's been a journey, and this program has slowly but surely entry back into society, has created opportunities, network resources, job opportunities, counselors, especially my counselor, Ms. Ronald Williams, shouts out to you. You've done a great job, great support. Even after I've been done with the program, he's still been supportive. He helped me with my resume. Peter, great peer support. He understands our situation. He's been when we've been at, so it's good. It's kind of like therapeutic and counseling at the same time. Ivan, also great support. My teacher, Mary Henry, shout out to you too. But most of our graduates, we've completed a milestone, and it's just the beginning. We've been given a second chance at life, and sometimes we get tough. And I'm not gonna lie, I had my ups and downs, even with good support system. Things happen, but we gotta continue to be strong, continue to uphold each other, those of us that are in touch, continue to reach out to those counselors and members of this program, because there's still a connection there. They're still willing to help us even after our graduation. And I encourage those that support this program in the city of Houston, man, I appreciate y'all. Harris County, this here's an opportunity for those of us who got a background, y'all be in the city of felon-friendly city, and making a way for us through this program. It helps us transition into society. That's a great opportunity. I appreciate that. And I thank y'all on behalf of the whole graduation class Also, the parole board. Thank you all for also recognizing the importance of this program. It will help others in the future, and all I can say is thank you. And in closing remarks, whoever has an opportunity to take this program, take it. It will be a blessing to you as well. Thank you.
My name is Travis Lewis, a formerly incarcerated individual for the things that I done in my past and caught up to lead me to incarceration. But I'm not letting the things that happened in my past dictate my present or my future. I've done some things that I'm not proud of, and I've been some places that I'm not proud of. But becoming the person who I am right here, right now, today, I am proud of. The program, it meant a lot to me because I came home to deal with people such as myself who was formerly incarcerated, re-entering into society without a clue as to what's going on, how it's going on, or why it's going on. So, with the program, the counselors and the administration, they took their time and they were hands-on with us about everything that was going on, giving us an outlook on what to look forward to in life and how to re-enter society and dealing with our employees or employers in the work setting. So it was very much needed. I encourage our graduates such as myself to continue to strive to be a better individual, to continue to keep a positive mindset about everything that we're doing, be determined to get to where it is that you want to be. Sometimes, a lot of times, things, they can get rough, but when it's all said and done, I just pray that everybody keep a positive mindset, keep going first in what you're doing, and hit all day your steps. The program, I feel like, is needed because some individuals such as myself coming home not knowing what's really going on in society, the program, it gives us direction. It helps us to strive to the place where we want to be, especially when it comes to a work environment. It helps you to be able to deal with the individuals, the employers and the employees in a very professional aspect. I just pray that everybody continues to be motivated, self-driven, and stay in a positive mindset and as mind frame of everything that it is that you're doing. Continue to put God first in all that you do and see to it that He'll work out every situation that you're going through.
Okay. So now we've watched the videos, we've seen the videos. Now we're going to hear from two participants live. First, I would like to introduce Miss Melissa Canales.
Friends, family, staff, and my fellow graduates, welcome. We are gathered here today to celebrate a milestone many in our lives once thought impossible. We didn't arrive here by accident. We arrived through stubborn determination and the refusal to let our past dictate our futures. Stepping out into the community and starting over is one of the hardest challenges a person can face. There were days of doubt, barriers we had to break through, and moments of fear when we weren't sure if the doors of opportunity would actually open for us. But we learned to lean on this program, on our counselors, and each other. This journey taught us that our worst mistakes do not define who we are. Instead, they give us the wisdom to build something better. Because of the life skills, job training, and support we received here, we are not just surviving anymore. We are learning how to be better parents, better partners, trusted employees, and active members of our communities. To my fellow graduates, remember where you started and be proud of how far you've come. Our real work begins now. It will require us to show up every single day to make good choices and to remember that our actions have a ripple effect on our community. Let's continue to support one another, uplift our neighborhoods, and prove to the world that everyone deserves a second chance. To the mentors, the staff, and the loved ones sitting in the audience, thank you. Your patience, tough love, and belief in us gave us the hope we needed to keep pushing forward. To my mother, I want to give her thanks for standing by me. 15 years incarcerated, and I will continue to move forward and make my family proud. Graduates, we are the authors of our lives now. Let's make the rest of our story one of purpose, grace, and redemption. Congratulations to the class. We made it.
Thank you, Melissa, for that message. Now I would like to introduce Amish Cardia. Okay, cool.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amish Cordia, and I would like to begin by sharing my background with you all. I graduated from Howard University College of Pharmacy in Washington, D.C. in year 2000 at age 24 with a doctorate degree in pharmacy. I had a successful career as a pharmacist until 2019. While I owned a pharmacy, I was indicted for dispensing a prescription for non-therapeutic purpose. I tried to fight the case. After going through 4 years of pretrial service, I decided to plead guilty, and I was sentenced to 2 years in federal prison. I lost my business, my marriage, my pharmacist license, and the trust in the community which I had worked so hard for. 1 year after I was released from prison, I stumbled upon the City of Houston Reentry Network program while I was searching for a job online with the City of Houston. This program is much more than a service organization. It is a source of hope, encouragement, self-confidence, and opportunity for countless individuals who are working to rebuild their lives and create a brighter future. The City of Houston Community Reentry Program helps people rise. It provides guidance, resources, mentorship, and networking opportunities that allow individuals to reconnect with their communities, develop professional relationships, and regain confidence in themselves. Most importantly, it reminds people that their past does not define their future. Today, I want to emphasize on 2 words: struggle and hope. One of my greatest inspirational person, and I deeply admire, was Nelson Mandela. He served 27 years in prison because he fought for justice, equality, and human dignity. Many people in his situation would have become bitter or given up hope. Instead, Nelson Mandela emerged from prison with forgiveness, a vision, and determination. He went on to become the first Black president of South Africa and a symbol of resilience for the entire world. His life teaches us that our circumstances do not determine our destiny. Another great example is President Barack Obama. His entire presidential campaign was built around one powerful word: hope. Hope is what inspires people to keep moving forward when the road ahead seems impossible. One of my favorite quotes from President Obama, when he was reflecting on America's progress during his inauguration, he said, and I quote, "50 years ago, my father would not have been served at a local restaurant, and today his son stands before you as the President of the United States." Now think about the power of that statement. It reminds us that change is possible. This program would not be possible without the hard work and the sacrifice of all the staff at Community Reentry Network Program. They wake up each day with one mission in mind, and that is to make a difference in the lives of others. To everyone participating in this program, I want you to know that your story is not over. Your challenges do not define you. Your mistakes do not define you. Your future is still being written. The City of Houston Community Reentry Program exists because people believe in second chances. It exists because people believe that every individual has a value, a potential, and the ability to contribute positively to our society. Let us carry hope in our hearts and determination in our actions. No matter what the struggle lies ahead, never give up hope. We should never forget what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. so powerfully once proclaimed, and I quote, "Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last." Thank you, and God bless you all.
Now we will have a special performance from Vanita Brown.
Good afternoon. My name is Vanita Brown, and I was not invited here to speak because I am not a dignitary. But I am so grateful for this opportunity to be your entertainment this afternoon. I am in the place where I know I am supposed to be. So please, allow me 2 minutes. I am a recovering crackhead and alcoholic. I have not had a drink or a drug since September 17 of 2000. It is only by the grace of God that I miss prison, or I would be sitting where you are. But I do have a message. The only hope for recovery in life is to follow the example of those who have faced our dilemma and found a way out. And so I'm very delighted to hear so many people speak about your story is not just for you. That story is his story that he gave you to tell someone else to help them along the way. Please remember that, because that is what I do with my life today. I'm not ashamed to tell anyone that I was a crackhead and an alcoholic, because it's been 25 years that I have been able to share my story with others, that they will know that there is hope after dope. There's hope after prison. And I am going to hold you guys accountable to share that hope with others who will be released. Thank you. I came up with a song that I was going to sing for you all, but this morning the Spirit said this was the one for you. I feel seasons everywhere, and I feel blessings in the air. Those seeds that you've sown, they're gonna come into your own seasons. Walk into your season. I feel seasons everywhere, and I There is a blessings in the air. Those seeds that you sown, they're gonna come into your own seasons. Walk into your season. I believe that we're in a time when God's gonna bless the saints. Those who have stayed, those who have prayed, He's gonna fulfill the promise He made. And I feel the Spirit say that it's your time. The wait is over. Walk into your season. Feel it. Seasons everywhere. I feel it. I feel your blessing. Blessings in the air. Seeds that you sow, you're gonna come into your own seasons. Walk into your seasons. I know that you invested a lot, and the return, it might be slow. You want to throw up your hands and give up, but I promise you, you don't have to go. I hear the Spirit say that it's your time. The wait is over. Just walk into your season. Because I hear the Spirit say that it's your time. The wait is over. It's over. It's your time. It's your It's over. This is your time. It's your Come on and stand to your feet. If you believe me, that the wait is over. This is your time. This is your time. This is your time. This is your God is gonna bless you for your patience. It's over. The wait is over. He's gonna bless you for your tolerance of others. The wait is over. The wait is over. The wait is over. The wait is over. Reach out and grab your blessing. The wait is over. All you have to do is believe. The wait is over. The wait is over. The wait is over. Yeah, the wait is over. The wait is over. Hallelujah. The wait is over. I hear the Spirit say, now this is your time. What will you do with it? Hallelujah. I'll sing just one more, and this will be the message that I hope you're ready It's sung by it's written by Yolanda Adams. And this is what I do to try to stay on track. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Listen, y'all. I say a prayer, say it every night, that whatever I do, I want to get it right. Want no regrets, not no guilt or shame this time. No, not this time. Once I surrender, I won't dare look back. 'Cause if I do, I'll get off track. I'll move ahead in faith and patiently await your answer. What will it be? Sight beyond what I see. You know what's best for me. Prepare my mind, prepare my heart. Whatever comes, just wanna be ready. Strength to pass any test. I feel like I'm so blessed when you're in control. I can't go wrong, 'cause I'll always know that I'm gonna be ready. See, I was free to do whatever I wanted to. I lost everything. Thank God I still had you. You showed me your grace, and now my life's renewed, and I thank you. Yes, I thank you. I tell anyone who would listen, I'll testify about how good you are to me. When some friends pass me by, the fact that you would show somebody so broke down, so much mercy beyond what I see. God, I know you know what's best for me. Prepare my mind, please prepare my heart. Oh, whatever comes, I wanna be ready. Give me a strength to pass any test. I know that I am, I know that you are, I know that we're so blessed. When He's in control of our lives, we can't go wrong. We'll always know we'll be ready. So choose me if you will. I'll pay the price, 'cause you made the ultimate sacrifice, and it's all because of you that I even have life. And I give my life as a tribute to how great you are. Right beyond what I see. Lord, I know you know what's best for me. Prepare my mind. Please prepare my heart. For whatever comes, I wanna be ready. He'll give you strength to pass any test. I know that I am, I know that I am, I know that I'm so blessed. With you in control of my life, I can't go wrong. 'Cause I'll always wanna be ready. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Brown. All righty, let's move on. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce Miss Latasha Selexman, the Bureau Chief of the CRMP program.
Thank you so much, Mike. Oh, Mr. Long. Okay, so I am now going to introduce someone who is a dear friend of mine, but also our keynote speaker for today, Mr. James L. Bell. Mr. James L. Bell is a highly respected criminal justice executive and also a public servant with more than 35 years of experience across municipal, county, state, and federal criminal justice systems. He began his career a long, long time ago. I won't tell y'all when, but it was with the Harris County Community Supervision and Corrections Department. It is, in fact, the third largest probation department in the United States, and he served there for 27 years before he retired as a regional director in 2017. At that time, he came then to the city of Houston as an administration and program manager for the Community Reentry Network program, as well as with the My Brother's Keeper Redirect program. Let's give Mr. Bell a hand. He led initiatives focused on successful community reintegration, workforce development, and he also worked to reduce barriers for justice-involved individuals, particularly adults and young men of color. There's so much I could say. I could go on and on about Mr. Bell, but he has so much that he wants to share right now with you all, so I won't go on and on. I'll just let him share what he has to share right now. Let's welcome Mr. Bell to this podium, Mr. James L. Bell.
Thank you, Ms. Lexman. Wow, can we give Sister Brown another round of applause? That was awesome. Are y'all having a good time so far? I'm having a great time. I have to tell you, when I got the call to come here to be a speaker, I was humbled, honored, and I feel exactly very privileged because I was here walking these halls for 5 years. And I can tell you, those 5 years were some of the most memorable years of my life, and I will never forget them. Now, I know we've heard introductions before, but I was raised, I'm old school. I was told to give respect where respect is due. And I know sometimes we got to run things back. Maybe we didn't catch it the first time, but we got to run it back. So what I like to do is start out with some introductions. First, he had to leave because you heard the mayor say there's a lot of things that's going on in Houston, but I would like to recognize our honorable mayor, John Whitmire. He's a longtime friend of this program. He's a longtime supporter of the Community Reentry Network program. I've been knowing the mayor for a long time, even when he's a senator, and he's always been a strong advocate for criminal justice. So give him a round of applause, please. I also like to acknowledge the City of Houston Health Department Director again, Director Teresa Tran. Yes. Thank you for your leadership, your vision, your unwavering commitment, improving the quality of life of citizens in Houston, and you continue to make meaningful impact for the entire city, so we thank you. I also like to thank Deputy Director LaShonda Horn of the Houston Health Department. Thank you for your leadership and your vision as well. And I would absolutely be remiss if I did not acknowledge this special lady. I'll call her the First Lady of the Community Reentry Network program. Now, you heard the history of the program, which started back in 2008, but Ms. Deborah Moore, the Chief of Staff of the City of Houston Health Department, I refer to her as the First Lady because she would always say that the reentry program is my baby. And she would cuddle us, and she would nurture us, and she would discipline us when we had to be disciplined, but she loves this program. So, Ms. Moore, thank you so much for your commitment. I also like to recognize the Bureau Chief, who oversees the day-to-day operations of this remarkable program, and my former manager, Ms. Latasha Selexman. Give it up. Having had the privilege of working alongside Ms. Selexman, I can personally attest to her professionalism, her leadership, compassion, and her tireless dedication to excellence. Her commitment to serving others and ensuring this program continues to operate at the highest level is truly commendable. Give it up for Ms. Selexman again, please. Now, this work cannot be done without the boots on the ground. And the boots on the ground would be the incredible Community Reentry Network staff, the counselors, the case managers, the workforce development specialists, our community partners who's here in the audience, our volunteers. You're the one who go to work every day and make this thing work. So we thank you so much for the work that you do. You're the people behind the scenes doing the work and making it happen. I also like to acknowledge our distinguished council members, Councilmember Latasha Jackson, Twyla Carter. Every graduation I've been to, they've been here. So the commitment is there. You know, this is the third largest city in the United States. There's a lot of things that's going on, and they could be there right now, but they are here. So we thank you. We thank you so much for your support. Also, the family. We thank you for the family. We thank you for the friends, because you were there for your loved ones when they were locked down, right? You were there to support them. You were there to encourage them. You were there to pray for them, and you're still there. And for that, on that journey, because we know when they do time, you do time with them. So we thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. Now, last but certainly not least, the reason we're here for this 35th biannual spring graduation celebration is to recognize you, men and women, who you stuck to it. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. And you're here today because you would not be denied an opportunity. So I want to personally congratulate you. I want to applaud you. I'd like for everyone here to applaud these amazing men and women. What I want to talk to you about is, I want to have a talk with you. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to preach to you. I want to talk to you from my heart. And I want you to know, make no mistake, what you've done is no small task. It's endurance. And we know it says that, you know, the race is not geared to the swiftest or the battle to the strong, but to those who endure to the end. And you endured. And I know the 6 weeks, you know, life still does life, right? But you made it here. And you're here today, as the mayor said, some of you all, this is the first time maybe you completed something. And you feel proud of it, because guess what? It's never too late to start. So we're extremely proud of you. Now, I can tell you that everybody in this auditorium, on this stage, we've had struggles. We had life issues. We deal with them all the time. They're different. We all have struggles. They just look different. We all have scars. But one thing we all have in common is that life has tested every one of us. Some of us have endured. Some faced disappointments. Some heartbreaks. Some made poor decisions, and some felt betrayal. Some consequences that we didn't ask for, but we found ourselves in. Some obstacles we created, and some obstacles we found in our path. But guess what? You're here. You're still standing. You're still breathing. You're still fighting. You still believe there is something greater ahead. Do you believe there's something greater ahead for you? Amen. And for that, you deserve an applaud, right? But let me say something carefully and honestly. This is not the prize. This is not the prize. This is the beginning. Two things, people who know me, I love sports and I love food, right? And I like to use a lot of analogies when it comes to food and sports. This is like baseball. You made the first base. You made the first base. People don't just jump up and go crazy when they make the first base. Hey, we happy we got there, but that's not the objective, to get the first base, right? So what did you do on first base? You enrolled in the program. You showed up. You completed the process. And you hear them talk about a lot, trust the process. You crossed an important milestone. That can't be denied. And its completion is first base. And guess what? First base matters because many people never make it to first base. They get tagged, they strike out, they give up, they quit. Some never enrolled into the program. Some enrolled, but they quit. They stopped believing in themselves. So some allow excuses and distractions and fear and bad company and old habits to interplay in their lives, but not you. You got in the game, and because you got in the game, we can applaud. However, the journey continues. There are still more bases to go to. When you get to second, what happens on second base? It's when consistency becomes your lifestyle. We applaud again. When you get to third base, it's when you start building stability, making sound decisions, creating healthy relationships, holding employment, and walking in discipline. We'll applaud again. And when you make it safely home plate, when you become the version of yourself you've been fighting to become, we will applaud again. But notice what I said. I said applaud. I did not say celebrate. Because as long as you're in this game of life, the umpire will keep calling, batter up, batter up. You can stay in the dugout, or you can walk to the plate like a man, like a woman, with your head back and your shoulders up. Keep moving. The new inning is coming. New challenges are coming. New tests are coming. And as long as you're there, as long as there's breath in your body, there is still work to do. We play this game of life until the game is over. When our race, we run our race until we cross the final finish line. For some, they call it retirement, but not for me. For all of us, eventually, life says game over. But until then, we keep swinging. We keep running. We keep growing. We keep enduring. You know, like I said, I like sports analogies. Either you played sports or someone in your family did, or maybe you found yourself in the stands cheering for a grandchild or someone. Well, sports teaches us a lot. It teaches us that life is competitive. Not competitive against the person sitting next to you, but competitive against the voice that's inside your head telling you to quit. Competitive against temptations, they are out there. Competitiveness against bad habits. Competitiveness against excuses and distractions. Competitiveness against people who don't want to see you win. Believe me, there are some people out there who don't want to see you win. Everybody in your boat is not rowing, right? I want to say that again. Just because somebody's in the boat with you don't necessarily mean that they're rowing with you, right? Some people are rowing, some are sitting, and some are quietly drilling holes. And you wonder why you're constantly going under. Because you got somebody who looks like you and they talk and say the things you want them to say, but guess what? They're not for you. Everybody's prayer is not for you to make it. Some people are hoping that you fall, or he's going to be back. Give her 5 years, she'll be back. But they're a liar. You will win because you've already won. Which brings me to today's theme. Sowing seeds of success. For the past 6 weeks, you've been tilling the soil. You've been planting seeds. You've been cultivating your garden. And now you're here. Now, harvest season depends on seed season. I'm reminded of a story one time. It's about 5 or 6 young boys was in the country and they was playing football on this dirt field. This old man runs out and he says, "Hey, boys, get off my garden. Get out my garden." The boy's like, "Man, there's no garden here. This is just dirt." He said, "There are collard greens under that ground." You know, and what he meant the takeaway was, although you couldn't see it, he had planted the seeds. He had tilled the soil. He had watered. He had done his job. And he knew, he trusted and had faith because he had done what he needed to do, that those seeds would take root. And the same goes for you. You till the soil. You water it. You plant the seed. And you give it the sunshine and nutrients that it needs, and it will grow. So don't grow weary in doing well because the harvest is on the way. You have to stay disciplined. You have to cultivate your garden. Be careful of stagnant people because stagnant people are vulnerable to weeds. See, weeds and flowers look the same. But see, the thing about a weed, it choke life from you. Be careful about the people who you allow in your circle because they can choke the very life out of you. Sometimes what looks good can destroy your harvest. One of my favorite personalities is Coach Nick Saban. And you can make the strong argument that he's probably the best coach, greatest coach ever lived, played college football, coached college football. Now, I'm reminded after winning 7 national championships, they will always ask the question, so Coach Saban, you and your team, y'all are national champions, what's next? He said, well, we're going to celebrate today with our families and our players, and then early in the morning, I'm going to be on the plane going to recruit. See, Saban never took time off. You know why? Because life never takes time off. And you can't take time off. You can't get caught slipping to old bad habits, to old bad thinking, because it's around the corner. When you walk out this door, I can tell you for myself and many people on this stage that some of my greatest challenges came after some of my best successes. So be careful. Don't get too high on yourself in high times, nor do you get too low on yourself in your low moments. You got to stay calm. You got to stay ready. You got to keep your head on a pivot. You have to. So what I will have to say to you all men is that we are happy for you. We believe in you. You're blessed and you're happy that you just happen to live in the 3rd largest city in America, and it happened to be a second chance city. And I can tell you, I don't have the statistics to show, but I know the 5 years I worked the city of Houston, they hired a lot of people who are just as involved. So you came through this program, you show that you have commitment, grit, and determination and dedication. So the future is in your hands. Plant those seeds, water those seeds, make sure you keep the weeds pulled, and watch success happen for you. Thank you again for allowing me to come and speak to you. Thank you to the family and all of our visitors who came to support you on this great day. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Thank you. Thank you. All righty, it's y'all's turn now. It's y'all's time. All right? I'm proud of you guys, okay? But like Mr. Bell said, this isn't the end. This is the beginning. All right? Think about what you want to accomplish in the long term. It doesn't stop here, all right? All righty. So now, let me give the pass. Oh, you got a mic already, Ms. Wayne? Okay, all righty. Oh, now I'm about to introduce Miss Mary Henry. Thank you, darling.
Good evening, everyone. Are y'all ready to bring this show on home? Have you enjoyed yourself so far? All right. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. Somebody already said they want a bag for their food. So I don't want to interfere with that. But y'all know how grateful I am. And you know how I am when I get my, where's comments? What do I get? I get chills, yes. And so, yes, I do have chills for today because you've done such a wonderful job. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but I do want to share something before we call you up. I woke up, and y'all know I like to get my rest. But there was when I got up and I was listening to something, I guess on the radio, and it said the statement, a split tree still grows. A split tree still grows. Now, curious as I am, I had to look it up. I didn't want to just put my own spin on it. So here goes. The split tree still grows is a Wolof proverb, West Africa, symbolizing resilience, meaning that growth life and success are possible despite severe hardships. Trauma, or just being broken. It signifies that past trauma does not have to dictate your future. It serves as a reminder to keep going in tough times, highlighting the growth is possible even after cut down or enduring major setbacks. It represents the ability to thrive, endure, and bear fruit even after being wounded or split. A split tree still what? It still grows. So today, I encourage you to glance at your past. Appreciate how far you've come. Continue to develop and grow toward your future. Let your experiences guide you, your lessons strengthen you, and your goals inspire you to keep moving forward. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the Community Reentry Network Program Spring 2026 graduates. Give them a hand, please. If I could get you all to stand up here.
Who's ready to get this party started? Who's ready? I don't hear nothing out there. Let's go. All right, let's get ready to graduate. Leading off for your 35th annual CRNP graduation team, Mr. John Bostic. Next is Miss Melissa Canales, superstar. All right, important person to me, Mr. George Cummins. All right, next up, we have Alexis Delgado. Man came in quick, Mr. Paul Diaz. Mr. Oren Don. All right, this man stays faithful with it. Get ready, Mr. Felix Hesed. Next up, we got Rafael Garcia. Next up, we got Mr. Reginald Guillory. Come on now, give it up for Miss Michelle Hart. Next, we have Gabriel Henderson. Former welterweight champion, Mr. Cash Johnson. Next we have Travion Kennedy Williams. One of the big superstars of the day, Mr. Amish Porta. Ready for this one, Mr. Homer Lovett. Go hit one, baby. Next we got up Mr. Luis Martinez. Now we have Mr. Charles Peterson. I told you there'd be one. Mr. Terrence Poulard. And our one. Now leading off in the second half is Mr. Gregory Ricor. Here we go, Mr. Alberto Rodriguez. Here we go, we got an easy one, y'all. Mr. Howard Smith. Mr. Richard Stockton. Now we have Mr. Marshall Thompson. Now get ready, get ready, get ready. We got now coming up Mr. Cephas Thornton. We got Miss Lonnie Willis. Here we go. Next up, we got Mr. Andrew Walter. Now, Mr. Lawrence Williams. Last but not least, everybody knows Mr. Arthur Monroe. All right, let's go. Yeah, celebrate. Woo! Mary. Ha ha.
Okay, there we go. Now, wasn't that just exciting and fun? Congratulations to all of you. So you know my name, so I'm just going to take a few more moments of personal privilege here. I'd like to bring up the CRMP Alumni Association for a few minutes, and then we'll close it out with just a few more remarks. Mr. Peter and Mr. Clay, will you please come up?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are y'all doing? I met several of y'all recently at the reunification day. We played some bingo. So excited to see y'all again, and congratulations, first of all. But not just because you graduated, but because you didn't quit. A lot of people give up on themselves, and a lot of people decide that their mistakes are bigger than their purpose. But you're here today, and because somewhere along the way, you made a decision to keep going. Super important, and that matters. A year and a half ago, I was sitting exactly where you're sitting right now, and to be honest, I was afraid. I didn't know what my future was going to hold. I didn't know who would hire me, and if anybody would. I didn't know if anyone would give me that trust again either. And like many of you, I filled out application after application and went to interview after interview to hear no. I don't know how many times. I think about 36, actually. I did count. Let's see here. Then I came to CRMP. I listened, I learned, and I showed up. And little by little, things did start to change. One of those changes was coming to CRMP. And whenever I got here, after graduating, I went to one of the hiring events, much like the one many of y'all will be at next week. I encourage y'all to go to that. And that, of course, is where I met Council Member Twyla Carter. Huge supporter, amazing woman. She looked beyond my record and saw potential. And that was one of the first times that ever happened for me since prison. She saw what I could become instead of what I had done. And after all that time of praying, late night tears, not knowing what's going to happen, she gave me that second chance. And if I would have told you a year and a half ago that I'd be up here as the president of the Alumni Association, especially the first time ever we've had one, pretty awesome, I wouldn't have believed you. But that's the thing about second chances. Sometimes God and people around us can see something in us long before we do. So a year ago, we elected our first leadership team for the alumni, and today we have over 100 registered alumni. We're super excited about that. And this is just the beginning. Everything that we do is going to be built around 4 core priorities: connection, opportunity, resources, and emotional well-being, because that's what it takes for us to grow. Nobody succeeds alone, and opportunities do matter, and everyone deserves a chance to showcase what they can do after they've changed. We're going to open doors for one another, share opportunities, celebrate our victories, and pick each other up whenever we fall. We're building a growing community centered around peer support, hiring events, super important, resource fairs, volunteer opportunities, give back to the community, show that we've changed. And we're also going to be doing social connections. We get together quite a bit to make sure that we have a sister and brotherhood that we can rely on and depend on whenever times get tough. Really quickly, I'd like to also thank again Mr. Ivan Prater, wherever he is. We would not have the Alumni Association today if it weren't for his vision and his dream. And he put a lot of work in this, and I mean a lot of work. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so grateful for what you've done. To the graduating class, I want to leave you with this. Don't let this be the finish line today. It's just the starting line. Keep growing, keep learning, keep showing up. You don't have to walk this road alone. There are opportunities ahead of you that you haven't even seen yet. There are people that you haven't met yet who are going to give you that opportunity and believe in you. And the doors will open that haven't been opened yet. So keep moving forward. Do it step by step, super important, choice after choice, action after action. And when you finally get that second chance, one of the greatest things you can do is turn around and help somebody get their second chance as well. That's what we're called to do. So that's what we're building, not just an alumni association, but a community of individuals committed to helping each other out, supporting each other. Because we are second chances. We're real lives trying to make real change. So congratulations. We're very proud of you, and I can't wait to welcome each of you to the Alumni Association. Our table's out front. If you didn't get a raffle ticket yet, get one. We're raffling off some headphones. We'll do that after the graduation. And now it's my honor to introduce to you our Vice President, Mr. Peter Hill. He's going to let y'all know something exciting that the alumni is doing this year for the first time.
Congratulations again. I'm so proud of y'all. I just been extremely blessed to be right here working with the reentry program. And this is what I'm going to say to y'all. It ain't over. It ain't over. Y'all know when I come to peer support, one of the things that I love seeing the process unfold. It's a beautiful thing. It's adventurous. Ain't nothing boring about when you know you got a plan and you going through the everyday struggles to make sure that plans unfold. I love seeing it. You know, just working here for over a year and a half, I got the privilege to see many individuals come through the program and get a plan, and it just unfold. I see them come one way, and as they continue to hit on it, it just continues to unfold, and it get beautiful, and they get their house, and they get their family, and they getting stable, and they giving back. And so that's what I want for you all right? And so I want y'all to make sure that y'all stay connected with us through the alumni. Y'all know peer support. I love bringing individuals that come through the program that's out, that's giving back, that's being a good example to come back and share their life experience in peer support, because that's important. How can you argue against the evidence? That's what I like to say. How can you argue against the evidence? And so we have something special that we want to do today. As the alumni continues to grow, we decided that each graduation we want to recognize someone who has made a lasting difference in the lives of CRNP participants. For our very first certificate of appreciation, it is my honor to recognize Miss Henry, and counselor with the Houston Health Department Community Reentry Network Program. Come forward, Miss Henry. Here you go, Miss Henry. Miss Henry, this certificate is presented in sincere recognition of your outstanding dedication, compassion, and unwavering commitment to your students. Your belief in us, your encouragement, and your willingness to go above and beyond have made a lasting difference in countless lives. For many of us, you didn't just teach a class, You helped us believe that our future could be bigger than our past. On behalf of the CRP Alumni Association and the many lives you impacted, thank you for being a true champion of Second Chance.
Allow us to get a couple pictures, please.
Okay. All right, so this is why it's important for everybody out there, number one, to participate in peer support, but also in the Alumni Association. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, Peter, and thank you, Clay. Now I want to congratulate you, Mary. Yes, congratulations on your award. But I also want to thank you all. Thank you, families. Thank you, friends. Thank you, distinguished guests, reentry supporters, for celebrating this spring 2026 graduation ceremony with us. It's been a lot of fun. I want to thank you, Councilmember Carter. I want to thank you, Councilmember Jackson, for always coming, supporting us, being a part of this momentous occasion. I want to acknowledge all past graduates and participants. Will you please stand? Anybody who is here in the past who is participating in this program, will you please stand? Yes, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for always supporting fellow alumni and friends. I would like to thank the CRNP staff who has worked tirelessly to support the program participants, the outreach and peer recovery team, Peter Hill, Melissa Canales, Reginald Lewis, Fernando Castillo, will you please stand? Our trainers, Mary Henry and Ivan Prater, please stand. Our data analyst, Samuel Calvin, hidden in the back. Will you come around so people can see you? Our counselors, Alfredo Ortiz, Wayne Boehm, Michael Long, and Laquita Burks, please stand. Our employment specialist, Veronica Williams, please stand. Our administrative specialist, Miss Elvia Coronado, please stand. And then last but not least, our summer intern, Mr. Matthew Shibu. Will you please stand? Thank you so much for all of your hard work. You can sit down now. Okay. Now, I would also like to thank our mayor, Mr. John Whitmire, for his relentless commitment in supporting the justice impacted community, as well as our other elected officials for uplifting the needs of Houston's justice impacted population as well. If I might add this, and it's been said before, prior to becoming mayor, our mayor, John Whitmire, spent more than 50 years in the Texas legislature. He was, as has been said multiple times, the dean of the Texas Senate. He chaired the Senate Criminal Justice Committee, where he prioritized community reentry programming, and he continues to do so. I would be remiss if I did not also thank HHD's fearless and empowering leadership. They continue to sow seeds of leadership success in this program throughout the department and across the city, the state, and beyond. Director Teresa Tran, please stand. She is a board-certified emergency physician and health policy leader with over a decade of clinical practice. She continues to shape state and federal legislation, advancing public health programs. The Chief of Staff, Deborah Moore, a champion, please stand, for social work and human services. Beginning her career as a social worker in 1973, she has served in key leadership roles, including Regional Administrator of the Texas Department of Human Services, Assistant Director of the Houston Health Department, and also in the Houston Health Department, the Human Services Consultant. Assistant Director LaShonda Malray Horn, please stand. Assistant Director Horn has more than 20 years of public health experience and leadership. They probably didn't want me to say all this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I got a point I'm trying to make. Prior to coming to HHD, she served as Public Health Director for the Waco-McLennan County Health District. Under her leadership, the Waco-McLennan County Public Health District was awarded the 2023-2024 Local Health Department of the Year by the Texas Association of City and Council Health Officials. Now, why am I saying all this, right? in all of the accolades I've just shared with each of you, right, about these great leaders, you'll notice something that each of them took advantage of, one of those most valuable commodities we all have. What is that? Time. You got it. It was time. They took advantage of the time that they had. If you speak with each one of them, they might tell you, and when this is almost over, they might tell you that their paths to where they are today and what they went through to get to all those accolades that you just heard, there may have been some detours. It may not have been linear, right? But they continue to press toward the mark. Based on your commitment to accomplishing this one step, sowing your own personal seeds of success today, you made the first step. Mr. Bell talked about that, right? You made it to the first base towards your own greatness. You made the first step. We look forward to seeing what each of your seeds will blossom into tomorrow. Now, I want to take a moment of personal privilege and bring up two individuals who have left an indelible mark on the Houston Health Department, underserved communities, and everyone they touch. The first one I want to bring up is Mr. James Bell. There are people who come into your world and they make a difference for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Mr. Bell, you have left an impact on the criminal justice community in Houston, Harris County, Texas for over 30 years, you said. 35 years, he said. And it'll last a lifetime. Thank you for being my 7 a.m. criminal justice think tank, my right hand in the fight for justice for those in need. And thank you for being my friend. I got something for you. Hold on. It's in my little cubby hole. Nah, you might try to see my little cubby hole. Bring that up. Okay. And I got this from Mr. Bell because he has really been a great friend and a leader in criminal justice. So we thank you for all that you do.
Thank you so much.
Sure, you got to turn it around, though. Okay. Now I'd like to bring up one more person, and then we can go and eat. The other person, yeah, you can get it. Miss Deborah Moore, to whom much is given, much is required. 50 years of public service, need I say more? I want to personally thank you for allowing me to be one of yours and molding me into the thought leader and public servant I've grown into over the last 15 plus years. Thank you for being my mentor, my rod of correction, as Mr. Bell said, when needed, and my friend. To each of you, it has been a pleasure to serve with you, to serve beside you, and to serve each of you. Always remember, your best is still yet to come. Yours truly, I love all of you. Latasha.